Hey, I'm Hannes, and this is my friend Ben. He is Selako, which is a tribe so unknown and small that the readily available information on them stops at 2 seconds of scrolling on Google. So small and unknown that they are often referred to as the lost and found tribe. There are 5 Selako subgroups: Badamia Selako, Gajik Selako, Garantuk Selako, Sakawok Selako, and Sangkuku Selako. The differences of these groups are debated on constantly by people that aren't Selako, which I just can't get into for time reasons, but the differences are custom related, like how they prepare their food and certain procession ceremonies. I have asked Ben which subgroup he could be in, and he has told me that it doesn't matter just because of how small their population is. How small? Only 70,000 in the 33 million population of Malaysia, small. And their culture has been on the verge of disappearing due to colonization and urbanization. Not many people know Selako culture because 1, there's probably more cows in this country than Selako people, and 2, not many people are interested in tribe culture anyways. If you want some free entertainment, try to get a South Malaysian to name 5 tribes and watch them panic as they try to name something other than Ibans. However, Selako people still exist, and with that, their practices are still alive, and thankfully for all of us, many Selako generations had worked hard to keep their culture existing, and is the only reason why this video could possibly even be conceived. With the help of Ben and his family, I will be going over some of the culture and practices of the Selako tribe. Because, why not? It's about time you could name a tribe other than Iban anyways. So, as a heavy simplification of the tribe's origins, back when Indonesia and Malaysia shared their borders, a township eventually formed somewhere in this general area where immigrated people made beautiful babies with the traders in Malaya, and bada bing bada boom, the first generation of Selako people in Malaysia were born. Then eventually the tribe spread out. Some families went to the mountains, some went to the rivers, and Ben's family specifically apparently stayed in the areas with the most amount of fruit, because of course they did. Well, that's their history, but what do they do, especially now? Y'all heard of this thing called Harigawai, right? Yeah, that thing that you vaguely heard about in primary school but can't exactly pinpoint which ethnic race actually celebrates it. Spoiler alert, it's the Bidayo tribe group, and Selako is part of that. Whoa. Even though most Selako people have converted to Christianity in modern times, many still practice Kaharingan and celebrate it via Harigawai. It's basically Thanksgiving Day, but instead of for colonizers, it's for the celebration of spirits, where they get to dress nicely, dance, and eat good food. And one of those good foods is a fresh chicken that they kill and cook on a bamboo stand, and apparently, according to Ben, it's juicy and delicious, but he is pescatarian now, so I don't know how well I can take his word for it. Don't ask me, he came from the fruit family. I also mentioned clothes, which is a big thing for Selako people as it's one of the biggest indicators of their origins. Selako jewelry has roots in Chinese influences, for example. Ben showed me a piece of jewelry he owns that is a coin that has Jawi and Chinese motifs on it. They also use beads and golden thread to craft these tapestries that can be worn around the waist, at least for the men, and some pieces that are decorated with animals' teeth and feathers. And before anyone calls it gross, teeth are just tiny little bones, and decorating your clothes with bones is pretty metal and cool. Moving on. There's so much more I wish I could get into, but for now, this is where I can end it off. The culture of the Selako tribe is rich and fascinating and deserves to continue living within its people. It's kind of amazing how much you can learn from just hearing a person talk about their heritage, and I am internally grateful that Ben let me ask him about certain things of his own culture. I certainly learned more than a Google search, that's for sure. Goes to show that the best way to understand somebody or something is to go directly to the primary source. Thanks for watching this video.